Good morning, buenos dias, what's about Khayr? Welcome back for another lesson from English al Español al Arabi, where we take words and phrases and translate them from English to Spanish and then to Arabic. But this morning there'll be very little Spanish, as there is so much to unpack in English and Arabic. Lately I have been studying Arabic poetry, and I discovered that there is a certain rite of passage for every serious Arabic language student, a very famous line of poetry that, without any doubt, every native speaker learns in school. And this line of poetry is from the 10th century, from the 900s, the Abbasid period. And this is perhaps the most famous poet in the whole Arabic language, and he is known as Mutanabbi. Mutanabbi. Mutanabbi lived a very fascinating life, and it's worth looking up Mutanabbi even on the Wikipedia page, because this guy lived a fascinating and charming life. Now this line of poetry is the first line of like a 10-line stanza that I'm memorizing. But this first line here is so famous that it worked its way into many other languages as a proverb. In English, it is commonly rendered as, if you see the teeth of the lion showing, don't think it's smiling at you. As we take it apart in Arabic, we'll see that it's more like, well, first of all, it's a conditional sentence in Arabic. So it's an if clause and a then clause. If this happens, then this should, could, or would happen. So if you see the teeth of the lion showing, then don't think it's smiling. So teeth, we have to talk about the word teeth because there's a little bit of controversy here. Teeth is really the word for fangs. It also works for tusks, and this is true in Spanish as well. In Arabic, the word for one fang or tusk would be nab. Nun, alif, ba, three-letter noun, very simple, nab. Now the plural in modern standard Arabic is anyab, fangs or tusks. So in many, many versions of this poem, and especially the recorded versions that I learned it from, they use a different plural here to say tusk, and that plural is nuyub. So that's the way I learned it. I'm more comfortable with it that way. But anyway, so to run through it quick one time in Spanish, it would be, si ves los colmillos del león sobresaliendo, sticking out, sobresaliendo, no crees que se sonríe. Don't think he's smiling. So, in Arabic, we have إذا رأيت. If you saw, literally, if you saw. إذا, it's very windy here. إذا رأيت. If you saw أنياب اللعيذ. And this is a two-word idafa, the fangs of the lion. If this word were not the direct object of the verb ra'ita, you saw, conjugated for anta, ra'ita, you saw anyab la'if, barisatan, bariz would be the single. This is an active participle that's actually working more like an adjective would work in English. So bariz would be the singular masculine for sticking out or protruding or something like that. So because we're talking about the plural of the lion's fangs, the fangs of the lion, it's barisa tan, to pronounce it with the tanween al-fat, and barisa because it's a non-human plural. So fala تثنن أن العيث يبتسم. إذا رأيت أن, well, this is the way I learned it. إذا رأيت نيوب العيث بارزة فلا تثنن أن العيث Yabtasimu. And the only reason that we pronounce this u at the end of yabtasim, he smiles or he is smiling, is because it's formal poetry. Otherwise we would not. So this verb here, this is fala. So don't. Fala. Fa is so or then don't. Fala tathunna. Tathunna Tathuna is a verb that means to suppose, but it implies to wrongly suppose or mistakenly believe something. Tathuna, and this is called the noon of tawkid, and this is just an emphasis. That means really don't believe. Don't even believe. Tathunanan anna, that. This is one of the sisters of inna, that, so it turns al-la'ith, the lion, to the accusative case. Yabtasimu, the present tense where he smiles or she is smiling, from ibtasima, he smiled. Thank you very much. I hope you learned something about al-Mutanabbi, and I hope to do some more Arabic poetry. I'm actually working on Mahmoud Darwish. Thank you very much.